Welcome to How to Price. I'm Mark Stiving, Chief Pricing Educator at Impact Pricing. Today we're going to talk about a technique for price segmentation called customer characteristics. What do we know about our customers that might help us be able to charge different customers different prices? What do we know about our customers that might indicate their willingness to pay? There are several different techniques or examples we could think of here. So let's jump in. And the first one we're going to take a look at is age. We talked a little bit in the introduction about students and older people. So students get into movie theaters at a discount. They show an ID that says, hey, I deserve this discount. Older people, seniors, can have free coffee at McDonald's. There's senior citizen discounts for things, and often they have to show an ID to show that they're old enough. Military people, well, that's another example. What about local versus tourist for a second? If you want to go to Disney and you live in Florida, you get to go at a lower price than I would go because I don't live in Florida. They want to incentivize locals to come, whereas tourists, we don't get that extra incentive. We're going to have to pay more. Sometimes there's geography issues. So local versus tourist kind of fits there, but a better example of geography is in B2B, we would charge Asian countries lower prices than we would charge US or Europe. And the reason is just based on the willingness to pay of what we knew about the people's geography and where they lived. Market segments, sometimes different market segments would pay more or pay less. We see that a lot with LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, the recruiter segment would pay the most to have access to that information. Salespeople probably the next, and those of us that are just looking for jobs or just professionals living our lives and networking with people, we'd probably have the least willingness to pay. Historical purchase behavior. That's really fascinating. That if you just look at what your customers have paid in the past, that's probably a really good indicator of whether they're super price sensitive or whether they're not price sensitive. Because if they didn't beat you up for a really big discount last time, they're probably not going to do it again this time. And so we know they're not going to be as price sensitive. So as we wrap this one up, your customer characteristics, these are hints about how much your customers are willing to pay. Think about them, and can you use them?